Good morning. Today I'm going to take you through how to make your budget. Before you make any big decisions about your budget, you need to plan ahead with how much you want to spend in each category. So when you get to this home screen, you're going to click here where it says budget, and it's going to take you to the projected budget assignment after this video. In this video, I want you to notice, I'm going to read these directions to you. It says, use this form to calculate your net monthly income and create your budget. When you've completed your budget, a pie chart can be used to illustrate how you plan to spend your money. A couple rules of thumb. Most financial advisors suggest not spending, there should be a space there, more than 1/3 of your budget on housing to save at least 1/10 of your money. Use your financial information from the third assignment. So you should already know what your net monthly income is. So when you get down here and you're ready, you click on this and it hopefully will open your assignment for you. I've set this all up for you, so it should be pretty easy for you to use. I'm going to pretend I have my own budget and I want you to watch what happens here. I'm going to say I'll spend 30% of my budget on housing. Okay, so I just put a 30 in there. On groceries, maybe I'll put 10%. On transportation, I'm going to spend 15%. Now your debt loan payment, you've already figured that out. So the first thing you're going to have to do is figure out what percent of your monthly income that is. So for example, I'm going to write on this board a little bit. First of all, remember part equals percent times whole, right? Now my whole for my money is $3,900. And I don't know the percent, but I do know that every month I have to spend $360 to pay my loan back. So if you remember, what that means is I have to divide both sides by 3,900. That's my total, and I'm dividing both sides by 3,900 because I want to figure out what percent it is. So go ahead, make sure you have a calculator, by the way. I'm going to take my 360, eventually, 360 divided by 3,900, and my percent is about 10%. So I'm going to put in 10% here. First I have to click this off. All right, so that's 10%. My savings is remember when the directions I just read you, it said save about 1/10 of your money. So 1/10 is the same as 10% because it's 10 out of 100. And extras, I want you to notice this. This program that I kind of set up for you actually figures out your total. So far I've spent 75%. I need 25% more, and I don't really think the extras should be 25%. So I'm going to make my transportation 20%, and my extras I'll make 20% also. So if you notice, my pie chart is already made up. Now the job I have to do right now is figure out how much each of this amount is in dollars. So for example, housing, I'm going to spend 30%. Well, so if you think about my percent equation again, I'm going to abbreviate this time. Part equals percent times whole. Okay, I should have abbreviated that. So I don't know the part, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And the percent in this case is 30%. Remember what we do, we change it to a decimal or a fraction. So it's 0.3 times the whole. In this case, it's my budget, which is $3,900. Okay, so if I take my calculator and I do 0.3 times 3,900, I get $1,170. Check it on the calculator, make sure I did it right. $1,170. Now watch what happens to my totals. When I get done here, my total should be exactly 3,900. Okay, so 10% is always easy to figure out. If I do 10% of my total, all that I do is move the decimal over. So each month I plan to spend $390 on groceries. Now, did you notice this? This is why I love doing these percents. This 10% is half of 20%, so all I have to do is double my grocery amount, and that'll give me my transportation amount. So that's going to be $780. And I have two sets of 10% here, and I've already figured those out. So I'm just filling those in. And then the 20% I already did as well. And when I get done, there it is. That's exactly what I should have. Now, when you get done with this and you have all of your projected income, you need to make sure you submit this to me. So go back to the Schoology assignment and submit this to me so I can check it over to make sure you're doing it right. Then, starting tomorrow, after you've finished your projected budget, you're actually going to make decisions to see how much money you're actually going to end up spending. Some of you will spend more in areas, and some of you will spend less. Okay, so make sure you get this done today, and good luck.